what we're going to do today is Ezekiel. We're going to have the kid help us out first, because really the setup for this is when your partner is trying to do that hip escape. So just like we just did the shrimping warm-ups, when you are in top mount and your partner tries to hip escape, it is the perfect time to initiate the Ezekiel choke. Okay, so the kid only has one arm today. The kid is trying to hip escape and off of this hip of mine. Okay, so when the kid's trying to hip escape off this hip, what I want to do is I want to circle as much as I can around his arm and then put my knee in the way. So if you look at the side, I have his arm underneath my arm so that it's kind of pinched. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I also have my knee in the way so that the kid can't come back down and block this. Okay, so this is the ideal setup. Then I'm gonna move this hand underneath, and for this to be successful, you are gonna have to get it in as far as you can. So you want this in super deep so there's no space. He's fine. Kara, go away. Go. Okay, so the deeper this is, it gives you more mobility. So I'm gonna show you this side now. So all I'm gonna do, sorry, his arms are falling off. All I'm gonna do is grab 4 fingers in on my gi sleeve. Okay, the kid may be expecting this, so the kid might start stuffing his chin down. Okay, but it doesn't matter, you can do it anyway. Okay, so if you do it right. So remember, this arm that's under his head is as far as it'll go. Okay, otherwise this won't work, you won't have the mobility. This hand, you put all 4 fingers into your own gi, and this hand, I like to kind of do this tiger paw, but it goes down toward his chest, okay, and then it comes back up under his chin. Okay, when it does that, because it's going down and around, you can really make his chin move up out of the way, okay? So now that I have this, okay, this side is blocking off this carotid artery, okay, the other side is blocking off of his other side of carotid artery. But now, and only now, this arm that was all the way in, I'm gonna shift it back out, and I'm really gonna emphasize pushing on the kid's neck, okay? The part I'm pushing with, this is super important, okay, it's these bony parts of the wrist, okay? So again, I've got his arm trapped, I've got my knee up so that he can't put his elbow back down, okay? I grab 4 fingers in, tiger paw, okay? This arm with the War Tribe logo on it is as through as far as it can. So this comes down toward his chest, up, and crank his chin up if you need to the other side, okay? I actually straighten my wrists on both sides because I want to hit that bony part of the wrist into his carotid, and then I shift the whole thing back now. So now this arm that was in deep is the whole thing shifted over, okay, and I just tighten. What that looks like without the kid in the way, is he is kind of in the way. Do it on this because then I can move it more. Okay, what that looks like is I have his arm, right? You can just picture that. I move my knee up so that he can't move. This arm is what goes all the way under as deep as it can, right around the neck, right? Then 4 fingers in, then this comes down, and then up under his chin, okay? Now, this is hard because this is a little bit less squishy, but then the whole thing shifts out, okay? And I'm pushing like this, okay? So you can practice really on almost anything. Oh, better idea. Okay, this is how you can tell I only do 1 take because I just like come up with ideas as I go. So I can do this on this pillow, it's for perfect shape. So I'm here, show it all the way under, 4 fingers in, go down toward his chest, and then up under his neck. This will be a little squishier. So I squeeze like this. Notice my wrist. This would be the wrong part of my wrist because it would bend around his neck. I shift it, I turn it as I shift this arm out. Okay, so I've got this side being blocked off and this side being blocked off. Okay, that is the Ezequiel. Give it a go. You can do it with a pillow. You can do it with a pool noodle. You can find a stuffed animal, right? If you have a sibling or a parent at home who's willing to let you do this on them, warn them what's coming, right? But the Ezequiel choke can be a really good choke if they don't know what's coming. So really, I try to sneak up on them if I'm doing this choke. So the kid thinks that maybe he's getting away, right? He's hip escaping. I put my knee up in the way, right? Now he's like, oh no, I just need to get away. Maybe I'm even putting a little pressure on his head. This arm isn't super deep. I don't let him see me grab my sleeve, even though, you know, he might. But no worries, because if I do it right, I should be able to still get it, right? Tiger paw down toward his chest, and then up around under his neck. So you might have to be a little mean to get under the neck, but since you're coming from under his chin, right, you should be able to do it. Then I let this escape a little, and I'm able to tighten it. Okay, it's really something that once you feel it, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is super easy, right? This side and this side. Okay, so give the Ezequiel a try and let me know how it goes. In your jiu-jitsu journal, here's a good idea for today. Write about, do you think that you're more of a top player? So are you more likely to play top side control, top mount, be in that control position? Or are you more of a bottom player? So we know I'm a guard player, right? But at some point, like after the first year of training, because all I played my first year was guard, I went and visited another gym, and the coach there is like, wow, your guard is great. He's like, but Karen, I have to tell you, you don't have a top game. And I thought about it, and he was right. Because you can't control 100% a fight, or you can't control 100% a competition, and you don't know what position you're going to end up in, you really have to plan for top and plan for bottom. Even if your game is bottom, you might land a perfect sweep and end up on top. You want to be able to finish it, right? So kind of like in your journal, what I'd like to hear or have you write about is just like, do you think you're more of a top person or more of a guard person right now? And then understanding that you want to work both, right? But knowing what your game is and knowing what your strategy is going to be around, it's really important. It's also good for our mindset because it lets us know, hey, I have a game and my game is guard, right? So work both, be good at both, okay, but specialize in one and just really put your effort into it, right? So write about that. I hope all's going well with you. I hope you're staying active, and I hope that you're enjoying these videos. I hope you don't mind me not editing them because it's just easier for me. It takes less time, and then I don't have to make a blooper reel afterward because the whole thing ends up being a blooper reel. But miss you guys. Can't wait to train again. I hope it's soon, and I hope to hear all about how you improved while you're away on your own. It takes courage, takes dedication to improve when nobody else is watching. All right, so go get them. Give these a whirl. Os.